Welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Do you believe we're nearly done with this game? I know I am. And you know what? I'm pretty glad I'm almost done with this game. Because we are nearly done with this case altogether. And after that will be the bonus case, in which was in the original version hidden. In the original being called Gyakuten Saiban. It was a hidden case, so therefore, technically we are going to be finishing the very last case from the original version, which is Gyakuten Saiban. So with that, let's start off by simply going into battles, because really, why not? So here we go with the final act of Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, case number 4, Turnabout Goodbyes. Starting from day 3, investigation. It wasn't day 2, we just already finished day 2. So now we're on the last day, which is day 3. Let's go. December 27th, 2:11 p.m., Wright and Company offices.
What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about?
A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder.
Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed...
I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he never takes someone's life. Never.
Nick?
Yo! How's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I had him so many hours, huh, Maya?
So, owning me? Oh yes. I do remember feeling faint.
Right on! Tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Me? Maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you could do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy! You guys should be bowing before me, yeah! Bow before your hero! No. Yeah, well, let's do that. Let's talk about today's trial. Larry, you really helped out in the trial today.
You did! If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty.
But seriously, Nick, that boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. But AJ ain't off the hook yet.
Way to spot the move, Larry.
Yeah, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night?
Nick?
I don't know. But what I do know is I'm gonna believe in you two until the end. Us two?
Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right?
Nah, he means me, right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry.
Not me? But why you, Larry?
Huh? Actually, yeah. Why me, Nick?
the silent treatment.
Wasn't it that damn obvious?
Nick? Why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think?
You don't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney.
Wait, was that when you two were classmates?
Yes, in grade school. They saved me. Miles and Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know.
What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about?
Huh? Sorry. I kind of forgot. You dick!
Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear this story today, and that's final.
Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the beginning of spring, 4th grade. I was on trial. A class trial.
Class trial?
You remember, Larry? Spring, 4th grade? Kid in my class got his lunch money stolen?
Lunch money?
Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home.
I see.
Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared with $38 still inside. Oh, yeah. Now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why'd you forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down for coal, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class.
So, they thought you did it?
Yeah. The kids in class said I should be put on trial.
Trial?
So the next day we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant.
I didn't do it! Guilty, he did it! Guilty, it was you! Dave, give me my money back, you're such a meanie! No one play with him, just admit it, you did it! You can't hide the truth, tell the truth, we're not gonna play with you anymore! Yeah, no bar and dancing, shoot me on the relay give me back my 5 cents, I love you! That's it!
Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even a teacher thought I'd done it. Apologize to the class, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad. I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went over to where the boy was sitting. That's when it happened.
Objection, chick! He shouldn't have to apologize! The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs!
Miles?
Miles Edgeworth, Ace Attorney.
Junior.
It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No? Then you should apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That's why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent!
But Miles, it was your money that was stolen.
Yeah, he did. He's the one. We don't need proof. Make him say he's sorry. Why don't you all just shut up? This is how it's all...
Wait a minute.
ganging up and picking on one person. Just think of how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Very well. I'll replace the money myself. This class trial's over. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were always friends.
Wow, I had no idea.
See, it always happens like that. See, it always happens like that. See, it always happens like that. Anyway. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world.
You did a good thing, Larry.
Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I had been there, they would have thought I had done it. So I kind of took it personally, see. When something smells, it's usually the butts. So we learned about Edgeworth's goals. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father.
I'm going to be a defense attorney, just like my dad. A famous defense attorney.
Then a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school.
The DL6 incident.
Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death.
That's so sad.
It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts." The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything.
But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edge I used to know at all.
That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him I don't know how many times. He never replied.
I guess he didn't want to see his old friends.
I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him to learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided.
Wait, you don't mean... That's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth?
If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believed in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him.
Whoa, Nick. So, is that why you helped me out for free?
Yes. I helped you because I believe in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free.
Aw, Nick! Nick!
Nick! We have to see Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay?
Right. It very well may be.
First, as a rental boat shop caretaker, we need to find out who or what he is.
I'd settle for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually move to Gort Lake and onward to the rental shop. So let's start here. On December 27, Gort Lake Park entrance.
Hey, pal, long time no see.
Oh, Detective Gumshoe.
Close one, eh? I got worked up. I snapped my tie in half.
Sorry about that.
No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it.
You mean the bone shop caretaker?
Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now, I'm off to catch me a criminal.
Bye, Zenigata. Good luck with Lupin.
Detective Gumshoe sure is active today.
Oh, one other thing.
Ah!
No one can go into the woods today.
The woods?
Rolato's camping? The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while.
I guess Li's in a lot of trouble.
Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Yeah. See you, Inspector Zenigata. Good luck with Lupin. Anyway, moving on. We're going to the public beach. December 27, Goat Lake Public Beach. The still eyesore is missing.
Eyesore!
Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too.
I guess Larry's been too busy with the trial to show up for work.
Well, in that case, let's go to the rental shop, shall we? December 27th, boat rental shop.
That old caretaker got away.
Yep.
I never imagined he might be the real murderer.
I know that clearing of the throat anywhere. Hello, what might you be doing here? Out for what, Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you shape.
Mr. Grossberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow.
Yeah, that is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right?
Well, I'm not so sure about that.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I'm not sure.
If you find anything, I'll come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance.
Thanks. Bye.
What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway?
Who knows? Because we're going inside the caretaker shack. December 7th, caretaker shack.
Nobody's home. Hey, it's Polly! I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. I can't believe he ran off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself.
Well, since we're here, we're going to examine one thing here in particular. This.
That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows knows the number to the safe, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Polly, what's the number to the safe? Let's open it, Nick. Come on.
I'm sure there isn't any money in there.
Aww. But hey! He keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there.
I'm not so sure.
Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there.
Guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing here... The only thing in here is a letter.
A letter? Aw, boring.
There's no name or signature on this thing. Handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth!
Nick, why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here?
How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. Now is your time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Oh, I got some email. Anyway, the rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out in court. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here in perfect detail.
What do you think it means, Nick?
I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for the caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out to Edgeworth, he was following instructions.
But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth?
Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. So we actually get the letter from the safe as evidence. So it's time for us to go to the detention center. So we're going to go through here, from here, back here. Back here.
One day left, Nick.
Yeah, I know.
A long time to waste. Let's get going.
And to detention center. December 27, detention center, visitors room. And just in case, I'm going to do a quick interim save, so give me a moment. Okay. Now the reason why I did this is because of the last part in which, as you saw, it has a tendency to freeze up. So therefore, I'm doing this in order to save it from freezing up. So starting from the detention center visitors room. You look as grim as always.
Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial.
Class trial? What do you mean?
You don't remember?
No, I don't.
Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it, in 4th grade?
Lunch money? Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that.
Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers.
Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway.
Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? The trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney.
Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it doesn't sound like the thing you... It does sound like the kind of thing you do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple. To a fault, even. Well, Maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Why prosecute? Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person.
One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right?
Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day, 15 years ago, the three of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. What about Prosecutor Von Karma? What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher and a man who deserves respect. Hell. Hold on. Sorry about that. Restarting. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him.
So he's like my sister was the eunuch.
He's a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he is obsessed with doing everything perfectly.
Perfectly, huh?
In all the cases he'd taken on, none were left unsolved, and not one suspect was declared innocent. Ever.
But that's...
I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job, to find the suspect guilty perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth, if what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow.
He's right! There's no time to praise you today, Mr. Edgeworth!
It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I admit. No kidding. Well, you know what? Let's present this. Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge on me?
Who is that old guy anyway?
I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Nice, Wright. But I don't remember that old man, not at all.
So he was following this letter then.
Which means there was someone else behind it. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond.
It also says this is your last chance.
Last chance. Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. Wait. That old man.
What is it? Do you know who he is?
Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Yogi Bear? Oh no, not Yogi Bear. It can't be Yogi Bear! Oh, wait, wrong Yogi.
Yogi?
The suspect in the DL6 incident. The one who was found innocent. Well, Yanni Yogi. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in the elevator together 15 years ago. I was a kid back then. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew, everything was dark. We were there for so long it felt like forever. The earth thinned and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled.
Help! I can't breathe!
Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier!
I want to get out! Help! Get us out!
Don't shout! You'll just use up more oxygen. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in the hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court, and Yogi was found innocent.
But isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you?
Right. Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. I think the time has come to tell all. Let's talk about that. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time.
What kind of dream?
It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark.
Help! I can't breathe!
Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier!
I want to get out! Help! Get us out!
Don't shout! You'll just use up more oxygen.
I can't breathe. You're using up my air!
What?
Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you!
Why are you?
Stop breathing my air!
No, Father! He's attacking Father! And I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I pick up the pistol.
Get away! Get away from my father! Ah!
that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. The one I made a few minutes before. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years.
But that's just a dream, right? Right?
That thought is the only thing that's kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father.
What?
If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean... It was me. I was a true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad.
What are we going to do, Nick? What can we do?
I don't know. I don't think there is anything we can do. Like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe.
There is, Nick. There is someone else who knows about DL6.
Well, there's only one way to go. We're going to go to the Grossberger offices. December 27th, Grossberger offices. Mr. Grossberg!
Hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled.
No kidding. I can't believe you're not.
My. Just calm down and tell me what's happened,
It's Mr. Edgeworth.
I see. So Edward dreamt he shot his own father.
It's only a dream. Only a dream.
I wonder.
What?
If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled,
Well,
I also consider this. Logan quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep he wanted to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream, it was real. As you imagine, Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done.
no. I don't believe it.
Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close.
Well, in that case, let's talk about Gregory Edgeworth. What do you know about Edgeworth's father?
He was a defense attorney without peer. Sounds trite, but it's true. Well, I may have one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fay.
My sister?
Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques.
That's no surprise.
Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result, he has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods.
And?
He lost, and died in despair as well.
I see.
Let's talk about the spirit medium.
When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Missy Fay. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Yet Yogi was found innocent.
That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud.
That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? It's only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless.
That was interesting. So what we're going to do is we're going to present this letter from the safe to him.
Oh, so this is the letter? It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond.
But why kill Robert Hammond?
Hammond was a skilled defense attorney. But he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own.
Huh? His own sake?
He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability.
But he got his clients found innocent, so why should it matter?
Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. You'll understand soon enough. Wait, what is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before, a long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this?
Manfred von Kammer. Could it be Manfred von Kammer?
Von Karma. Why would they have something to do with this?
Well, I'm not sure.
Von Karma. Von Karma. Wait! You're right, me boy! This is Von Karma's handwriting, I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court reports.
What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill us.
Correct. Manfred von Karma himself.
What does this mean then? Why would von Karma want to frame Edgeworth?
If it truly was von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty.
Oh no!
But how can Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare.
That I do not know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son.
What do you mean?
It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win. But he didn't make it through the trial unscarred.
So we talk about Gregory versus Manfred. What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma?
Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. But Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood.
All the evidence?
It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. Took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Vacation? Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prostituting.
Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like go to sea or to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe.
You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya.
In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot.
Odd. If you wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation?
What do we do, Nick? When Karma's going to bring up DL6, you can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6?
I won't let him!
Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know.
I know that. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he killed someone.
But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave.
I don't care! I know he's not guilty!
Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest.
Mr. Grossberg. Thank you!
I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim.
I understand. Police materials. Well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna... Actually... head for criminal affairs. That's the last part we're going to. So we're going from the detention center to criminal affairs. December 27, Police Department, Criminal Affairs.
There's hardly anyone here.
Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi.
It's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today.
He's staying out late looking for someone.
Sounds like the Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could check out the records room again.
Well, now, I can't have just anyone wandering around in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there.
Von Karma?
Yes, he just arrived actually. Von Karma's in the records room.
Nick, let's hurry.
Well, no time like the present, as they say. To the records room. December 27th, Police Department, records room.
Dusty as always.
We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they just hadn't had time to clean.
What's wrong, Nick?
Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma. But yet there is something we can check out while we're here. This open drawer.
Huh? Why are the drawers here is open?
Someone must have been looking into it recently.
The label says unsolved cases evidence.
Unsolved cases.
Nick! The file for DL6 is completely empty.
What? What are you doing in here?
Ah! Von Karma!
You! How do you know my name?
Huh?
Have we met?
What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth defense team.
Defense team. Ahem. I beg your pardon. You see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They're all like bugs to me. Needless things to be crushed.
I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor.
You're an evil man. Evil. Look at the grin on your face. You are evil.
Let's talk about Edgeworth, shall we?
Mr. Edgeworth was your student, right?
A romanticist who could never shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second rate.
Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you?
Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why?
Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record? So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival?
That, my dear attorney, is none of your business.
Tomorrow's trial. Tomorrow will be the last trial, the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long.
Still, you will lose in the end.
Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow. We were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up DL6 in court tomorrow. Well, there's only one last thing we must do, and that is to present this letter. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder. Yanni Yogi. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it.
So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter?
Yes, my dear. Defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me from a lot of needless hassle. What?
Nick, what is that thing?
A stun gun. For self-defense, usually. Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. 600. Oh, don't worry. People do die from it, usually. Now give me the letter. No!
Ah!
Well, what did you...
Nick, no! Ah!
Maya! Out of my way. K.O. He got us. The letter's gone, of course. He
took the DL6 evidence. All of it. Back to having no clues. Wait. Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya! Maya, open your eyes. Boy, she looks dead, doesn't she? Maya!
Letter, did he take it?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay?
I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all.
Maya! There has to be some way I can help her. I better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya, she's holding something. What is that? A bullet? DL6 incident. Evidence number 7. Taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped it. So we put the bullet in our pocket. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. Well, now, that's a lot to say, and my goodness, we're down to the wire because the next part of this trial is the final part of this case. So in that case, I am going to save here, and in the next part, we shall have the final trial of the original Gyakuten Saibon storyline. So I'll see you shortly with more of this gripping conclusion of Let's Play Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney.